Hey, yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the 30% podcast, episode 196. The big 196. My name is Sam, as per usual. I'm here with Afam.
Your name is Sam as per usual.
As per usual, yeah.
As opposed to?
That's what I'm saying. It's like as per the usual. My name is Sam.
Oh. Sam the taxman.
No. My name is... Oh, I would like to be if you're a taxman, you'll be rich. You're always going to be rich as a taxman.
And this is how we learned that Sam's priorities lie in money.
People and relationships. My name is Sam. You guys know what we do here. We talk about the Kenyan music industry, the good, the bad, the ugly. We try to break it down, journal what's going on, give some hot takes, our opinions, in hopes to, have conversation, to talk about some of the things that are going on, and just to champion the music scene, man. The Kenyan music scene, like, just want to champion it. Shout out to everyone who is paying attention, listening. We really, really love you guys. We appreciate you. Shout out to the artists releasing music. Shout out to the managers forcing those artists to release music, because if there are no managers, no one will be releasing anything. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the gatekeepers.
Gosh, shout out to everyone.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, man. Thank you guys for listening. If you're on Spotify and YouTube, you're watching on there, please do the algorithmic things like, share, subscribe, and yeah. Get the boys some motion. What's going on? That was terrible.
Anyway,
that was horrible.
No. But actually, you know what? Shout out to you guys for
Yeah.
supporting us and just being the amazing people that you are. I'm good. What's going on in my life? I mean, listen, today's a beautiful day. That's what's going on in my life.
There's no clouds. Okay,
Right?
I can see some clouds now. But then when I was leaving the house, there was absolutely no clouds. A very lovely day. We're both in white.
Uncoincidentally, I considered texting somebody the days. It's so beautiful today, but not as beautiful as you. Is that not a bar? That's not a bar. Why is everybody?
You see, that's the problem. The problem is that you think that's a bar.
No. That's why I didn't say it, because I had doubts. So I didn't say it for the.
Hey, he can be saved yet. there's hope for Afam yet. Hey, do people fall for that?
Don't ask me who on the podcast.
Trying to get in trouble. We're trying to get out of here, man.
That's horrible.
No, we need a viral moment. We're trying to get out of here.
It could be platonic.
You wouldn't say that to a platonic person.
Wait, you don't tell your platonic friends that they're beautiful.
But no. You don't tell your platonic friends that they're beautiful. Don't try to lie to me here. Gaslight. Hey, what's up? It's been that whole time. It's just your boy. You saw him the last. The day is really beautiful. Like, that's how relationships end. Like, platonic relationships end. But anyways, yeah, it's a very good day.
Beautiful relationship.
Birds are chirping.
The sky is
air
blue.
is clean.
Yeah, listen,
warm.
I love days like this. Like, there's people who don't like sunny days, and I'm just like, bro, like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
what's wrong with people who like?
I like sunny days.
There's people who love like just rainy,
I like
gloomy
hot
weather.
days. I like like really hot days.
Okay, now that's where we draw the line.
Like, I don't mind heat.
No, heat is can be problematic. I like a cool, like 21 breeze, but very sunny. So it's not hot.
Bold of you to assume I know. Like when you say 21, that you're 21 and my 21 are the same things. I don't know that. I don't know kilometers.
What
like,
do you
if you
mean
tell me 5 kilometers, I won't
my
be able
21? It's 21 degrees is objectively
Yeah,
the
but
same.
then I don't know how
degrees.
exactly, but I don't know how 21 degrees feels. Yeah, this is a music podcast, man. This is not how bad is our
How's your week going? The Premier League started.
Oh yeah, that was all I did this weekend. I just relaxed. Like, there was a show that I was supposed to go for, but I decided not to.
Do you know what we need to do? I'm sorry. Maybe we need to do this next year because we're too late. But we should start a fantasy Premier League for people who watch the podcast. Do you think people would be interested in that?
Maybe.
Like an FPL league for
Just
the 30% pod. We could do that next year. If you guys are interested in that. Actually, we could also start that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But I don't know who would be interested in that.
I don't play fantasy though.
Yeah, so you can start.
I downloaded it and deleted it. It seemed like too much work.
It's a lot of work because you have to keep up with it.
I don't want to be emotionally invested. But I like the fact that it's real life. That it's playing off like real life and things that are happening. Like that's what gets me. But nah, I'm cool, man. That's depression for no reason.
Okay. You were saying, sorry, I interrupted you.
It was outside. Oh yeah. So yeah, no, yeah. It's spent the weekend hate watching. Oh my goodness. It was lovely. All the people who I did not want to win, well, most of them didn't win. Shout out to Hull City. Doing a lot of mauling. Please keep it up. We love it. Except when you come to
You're getting
the Emirates.
mauled by the
No, don't
Tigers.
sing it. That's actually
mauled
cringe.
by the Tigers.
That's cringe.
You're getting mauled by the Tigers. It's so cringe. I'm not gonna lie. It's
You
so
look like a
cringe.
chicken scratching.
But you know the point
It's
is
terrible.
the point is to rage bait you. That's why they make it cringe.
It's
Because
terrible.
if that happened to me and I'm in a stadium, I'm crashing out.
Oh,
I'm crashing
I'm
out.
spending the night in jail. I'm doing something crazy. No, but yeah, that was
You
beautiful. That
spending the night in jail for doing something crazy.
voluntarily. Hey guys, can I? We need to get back on track. No, so yeah, that was good. Football was really great. I watched. How many matches were there over the weekend?
Typically, they're going to. Okay, actually,
10.
there was
10,
9
right?
games because there was a game on
Okay, yeah,
Monday.
9 games. I think I watched 8 of them. All
You
the
watched
games.
8 games.
I watched almost everything. Yeah,
So-
except the Ipswich one and the Everton one.
oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but then I watched a lot of football. But it was great, man. The Premier League is back. I just wanted to get back in the spirit of things and then just chilling. But yeah, and also that week I was outside entirely too much that week. We had gone out for to see Zaituni at Gecko, and then we also went for Stacey's thing. So I was
Well,
like,
we
let me
went
stay home.
to Stacey's things
Was that first?
and then they all blurred together. But anyway, shout out to Stacey Kamatu. I
Yep.
guess she's already back in the States.
Yeah. She said she was leaving.
But a lot of you guys will know her because of Shoka Moshe and also By Me Love, which Sam actually made the remix
It's really nice.
to, which is actually really nice. Sam is actually the person who introduced me to Stacey. So if Sam didn't exist, Stacey, I would have discovered her, but like not at the time that I did.
Yeah.
And if you didn't introduce me to her, then I wouldn't have had her on IRL. And like, it's a butterfly effect of
Butterfly
things.
effect, yeah.
But anyway,
It was a great.
it was
great
dope.
show.
It was dope meeting
a great
Stacey
show,
like
yeah.
in person for the first time.
Yeah.
Like she's so cool. Like Stacey is so
She's cool.
cool.
She's chill. She's down to earth.
So
She's a
down
vibe.
to earth, man. Like, and the show was really
Yeah, the show was
dope.
great. It was at the Wine Box. It's like the Wine Box is not like it's like kind of hidden, honestly. It's
Yeah.
not like a very popular joint, but it was really nice. I feel like when I walked in there, I feel like the vibe fit what Stacey was trying to do really well. Like it's very intimate. We just said that's an intimate show, right?
Would I say it's intimate? Okay, the reason why I wouldn't say it's intimate on paper. The problem is
Intimate on paper,
with
okay.
the specific place for where they do, I guess,
Well,
musical
okay, that's
showcases.
not a venue for shows.
Yeah, because of the pillars and just the way it's set up, you kind of feel you could feel a little bit distant
Removed, yeah.
from the artist.
Yeah, it's very yeah. So if you're not close to to where she was performing, because she was performing on the performance is high in Chiano where they're performing on one side. So if you're not close there and actually seeing them live, it's difficult. Then you're just kind of like at a restaurant and it's almost like music is just playing
But
from the speakers.
that being said, it's a very beautiful
It was
establishment,
great. It was-
especially
it was great. It
in
was
the
vibey.
evening,
It
like
just-
with the lights and everything.
Yeah, it worked well.
And
It worked well. It was great. Chiano's performance. Chiano he's an interesting artist. He's like an artist. I don't know how to put it.
do you mean artist or artist?
He's an artiste?
Oh, okay.
So when
How so?
he's because he performed his latest project, right? And I mean I went through it when it came out, but then I wasn't like 100% familiar with it. I'm just sitting there and listening to him play the guitar and just do this project. Like his writing is very personal.
Yeah.
It's so deep. It's like it's not pop. It's like the opposite of pop music. And it's just fantastic. I think his
The opposite of pop music is pop music, because if you read pop, it's a palindrome.
It's a palindrome. What are we doing? You're right, though. But don't give me linguistic facts on the podcast. Keep your linguistic facts to yourself.
I'm sorry.
It's a palindrome. Why would you say that? But you're actually right. So it's just interesting seeing him. Like the album meant more watching him perform it.
Yeah.
I think to me. Like it's cool. Like now, I'd actually I want to go back and like listen to some of those songs even more now. But yeah, he did. I think he did really well. He was the first to perform. His guitar skills are just. I mean, if you know Chiano, man. It's just
Because he
amazing.
also did guitar for Stacey
Yeah.
for her entire set. And then she also performed with with Ochiko.
Yeah, Ochiko
Came through and
the
then
song
they did like a
together.
duet. What did you think of the duet?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. They have was that the song that was off? That's Ochiko's project, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's a song of Ochiko's.
And then
project.
she the thing is she also leaned heavily on a
Covers.
bunch of unreleased songs from her EP.
I mean, that was I think that was partly.
Yeah.
What, I don't know whether that was partly.
Are we
the goal,
allowed
but
to say no? But she said it in public.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I mean, she said
I don't
it in
want to say
public.
the name of the project.
Yeah, we
in
don't have to say
case.
the name of project, but like, she did perform some of the songs that are coming up from her project. And they sounded good too. They sounded good. She's working on some stuff.
Yeah.
And
So new music from Stacey Kamatu
Yeah,
coming to you guys very, very soon. So keep it locked.
all right, radio Alpha, radio presenter. So yeah, that was really cool. That was a great night, man.
And then the next day?
I don't have anything negative to say about that.
The next day we were outside.
It was the next day too. Yeah, next day we went over to CheffK Cafe to watch the legend.
Actually, am I tripping?
I don't know it was because
I feel
that
like-
would be Thursday.
I feel like
So when was-
Zaitunis was first.
Yeah,
Am I
see?
tripping?
Kind of. I don't know.
Okay. Carry on.
We did,
talking.
yeah,
Let
I
me
don't
do
know.
some.
The days of blood. But anyways, that same week, let's just put it that way. That same week, we went out to see Zaituni perform at CheffK.
Zaitunski.
Zaituni is just like I think for me personally, there are very few artists who I would be like, all right, I'm not doing much today. Let me just go out and see someone. You know, there has to be like a goal. Like I've not to watch this artist perform, or I really like the project, or I like kind of how they're moving, so I want to go see them outside. Very few of those is just like, you know what, Zaituni is. I mean, this artist is performing, and I'm just going to go. It doesn't matter. However the night turns out, I want to be there. And Zaituni is one of them. Zaituni, she was fantastic. Band was fantastic. You know, everyone was rocking with her. Everyone loved it. It was a good show, man. People were outside. There's not much else to say. It was a Zaituni performance.
Yo, I'm tripping, man. Zaitunis was on Wednesday and Stacey's was on Thursday. That's entirely my fault, guys.
It is.
Like the chronological order of like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
No. But anyway,
committed a grave sin.
You've given such a bro. Listen, Zaitunis was dope as well. Listen, I rock up there early. I wait for my guy Sam, and then also Abigail Diana came through. Right. The scene was popping. There was so many people in, by my estimation. Apparently, like there's events where there've been way more people at Gecko. But either way,
Gecko
for
is
me
known for
that
that.
seemed like that was a lot of people. And
I'm trying to remember who it was that I was there and you could barely move. It was like that place was like so full, and it was raining as well during that
But
night. So it was crazy.
the thing about Zaituni's performance is, one, it was 2 hours. It was like a 2 hour long
Yeah.
performance.
She danced for 2 straight
Yeah.
hours. That's gift.
Although I feel like maybe it wouldn't have been exact, because there was a brief period where Anariko's guitar had like some technical issues, so they had
but
to
that was,
like,
I mean, that's less than 15 minutes. That was
it was
less
like
than-
10 minutes.
Yeah, that was less. It's still 2
Yeah,
hours,
so
give or
it
take.
was still, it would still be like 2 hours.
It's a long time, basically.
Bro, people were singing everything word for word, bar for bar. And then I think, what did I say? She also performed a bunch of unreleased songs, and
Yeah.
they sound really good, so I can't wait for that. Did she perform Unanipa? I don't think she did.
No, I didn't hear that. And I thought she would have performed that unless I wasn't paying attention.
She has so much music. How did this happen? Like, how did Zaituni all of a sudden have enough music for like a whole 2 hour set? Like, it's crazy.
She's been working though. She's
has
been
been.
working, and it's like a theory. I think when the stars are on your side, I think the universe just gravitates. The universe, I don't believe that, but then you just gravitate.
You don't believe in the universe?
No, the universe.
So,
no,
well, what are we right now? We're in a game.
no,
This
that
is GTA
is a faulty point you're bringing up. That's
30.
not what I'm saying.
For
That's
like
not-
a civilization that...
Can we get back to Zaituni?
Sorry.
Please? Can we please? I feel like when you have momentum, things just happen. And I think her just, I don't want to say she stumbled on new music. Of course, she's been working, but then, like, this is a period where I feel like it's her time. And so, or rather, she's building. I think Zaituni could be so much, you know, like now is a great place that she's in the industry, but I think like Zaituni could go a lot further than this, and I think she's primed to. But yeah, you just end up having things on your side, and I think she has motion. So, shout out to her. Shout out to Zaituni, man. Shout out to Zaituni.
Shout out to Zaituni.
She's fantastic. Looking forward to the shows on the weekend too. I think we're planning to be outside as well. Again.
Oh, wait. So are we going for the Friday one and the Saturday one?
Which one's the Friday one?
She has a Friday thing at Ballpoint, and then she has the Waza World.
Okay, well, I was talking about Waza World. I didn't know about the ballpoint one.
Yeah, I don't know if because I got tickets for it's free, but like you had to RSVP early.
Oh, okay.
So we do
I didn't
have
know about
like
that.
if we do want to go, we can.
We'll see. We'll see where the end of the week takes us. It's probably not going to take me outside, if I'm being honest. Anyway, what's going on?
So for today's podcast, Sam and I decided to switch it up. So anyway, we decided we're just gonna go on Twitter. Actually, where I got this inspiration from was so you guys need to check out Ongeza Volume.
Yeah.
Abigail has a show that she's launching called Ongeza Maarifa, and she just has
Working title.
working title. Yeah. She just has a bunch of people in the music industry come up there, and it's all about sharing your knowledge about like the Kenyan music scene.
Yep.
Expanding each other's knowledge, that kind of vibe. And we were actually on her recent episode 2,
Yeah, go check
which
that
you
out.
guys can
Support,
check that.
like,
Yeah.
subscribe to Ongeza Volume.
Exactly.
Hit the notification bell.
All the fun things.
Yeah.
And what we were doing, we were just going through Twitter and looking at tweets and kind of giving our commentary on said tweets. But I wanted to do that idea, but kind of like mix it up with what's currently happening.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, there's the big collaboration that we're all waiting for. It comes out on the 28th of August, and Big Sophia Nzau has a collab project with Chloe
That's
Bailey.
this Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this Friday. And Skylar Tyler. At the expense of sounding uninformed, I didn't really know too much about Skylar Tyler.
I currently don't know.
Okay, at least I'm not the only one. But I'm well acquainted with Chloe Bailey. And this is big to just be naming Sophia Nzau amongst these people.
Casually.
And for me, this is a big sticking point because I've been saying one of the superpowers of the Nigerian and the South African music scenes is you keep on seeing names like Wizkid, Davido, Rema, Ira,
Having these
Thames,
big collaborations with...
or just even collabs, just being in the same conversation as all the other mainstream artists, it puts them in that conversation like they're peers almost, right?
Yeah.
No, not almost. They are peers. And for me, I think that's so important because it really breaks down the walls, right? And I'm pretty sure I've said this before in the podcast, because I think it's so important for young people coming up in the music industry to see Sophia Nzau casually mentioned alongside Chloe Bailey, because then it breaks down that mirage.
It brings down the perceived difficulty level.
Yeah, and so some 10-year-old girl who probably aspires
It's
to be an
functioning
artist
with that in the mind that's really possible. And
exactly.
if I make good music, there's no reason why I can't be performing with those.
And that's so important.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think one of the things I like about Sophia's push is, there's artists who you'll see collaborating with like Western artists and stuff, and then you can tell like this one looks like they're the little bro of the collaboration, or they're the ones who are being dragged along and stuff like that. Every time you see Sophia Nzau's name with whoever she's performing, since Zerb, since Mwaki, like everyone she's put up against, it's like, okay, like this makes sense. Like it's not like, oh, she just got a big look, and I think that's just as important as getting the big look and collaborating with these artists. Because like you said, that does a lot for Kenyan artists. Like if we can see our artists up there and be like, oh wait, Burna Boy and Ed Sheeran, okay, and that makes sense.
And it looks like also I have to commend her for not just falling off after Mwaki.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
She's moved. She's moved. I was going to say she's moved strategically, but she's moved. She's definitely just profound. been progressing. She's gotten she's worked with so many other people like in the electronic music scene as well from that. I think she's used the hit. Some artists have no idea how to use a hit too. And that's like a major thing. We should possibly hopefully we have someone on here who has more knowledge about that.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not like if I had a major hit, like what do you do after that?
Exactly.
Okay, for me, it's like I think the basics are
Let's get your
if
royalties.
you have a
It's
hit.
mad money.
Oh, okay.
Is that on a
Outside
billion
of
now?
the business,
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, shouldn't you be in the studio trying to get another one? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Do you
I
know what
don't
I think?
know.
I think it's almost like football transfers, where like when you're popping and like people are looking for you.
Yeah.
You're actively. I don't think people are just, or rather, it won't. This is my opinion. It might not serve you to. Okay, yeah, I have a really big song in Mwaki. It went crazy. Number one song, number one trending song in the world, and all of that. You're not just sitting. Of course, the calls are coming in for sure, right? But then you're not just sitting in the studio, being just waiting. I think you're actively shopping yourself around,
Getting
actually
those
just saying,
opportunities.
yeah. And that sounds weird, but I think that's what labels do. Labels shop their artists around to see what collaborations make sense and stuff. So I think maybe her team has been doing that and just been like, okay, yeah, this person has called, this person has called. Okay, who can we link up with that? Who can we link up with to progress in terms of, and of course, then you're focused on your goals because that's what guides everything. So man, it's fantastic, man. Shout out to Sophie and Zhao. This is what, year 3?
This is like
Since-
year 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like our fates have been intertwined because she popped off around
when
about the
pod
same
was-
time when we
the
started.
podcast was starting. So.
But I was saying before we just started talking about Sophia. I was going through Twitter, just looking at like the reactions from that snippet coming out, and Odds Music. A lot of you guys will know Odds. He's a music producer. He also established the platform Drill Digest. So he says on Twitter, I love the way she didn't ask for permission of local gatekeepers and went straight international. This has 6.5k likes, which means I guess a lot of people agree with this take. But it got me thinking, like, what gatekeepers?
Let's start here. Is gatekeeping a myth? Is it like one of those like like when rappers get on a song and they say like they have haters and my ops are this, my ops are that. That's why I have my fingers on the trigger. This and that. Bleep that part out. Why am I saying bleep that part out? It's not going to be bleeped out. You're going to hear it. No, but then when rappers go up there and they say no, this and but like I listened to a couple of projects over the weekend. The Games project, one of them. I had a little bit of it and stuff like that. And it's just chock so full of I'm protecting myself from the world. Is this one of those situations where like gatekeepers is like an imagined thing that we just like to talk about?
Somebody literally says, what gatekeeping? Some things are just imaginary enemies.
See, I'm on that side today. That's the side I'm on today. I feel like it's useful for people to create narratives and to create stories. And so saying that they are gatekeepers. Now, I'm not saying that they are not gatekeepers, but then saying they're gatekeepers and people are against me and they don't want me to sign my teacher said I'll never be nothing. And saying that puts them more in a position where when they make it, them making it is a lot, their win is a lot bigger. It's a bigger W than just a regular, I grew up in a nice family. And everyone had faith in me.
So you're saying the incentive for an artist to paint the picture,
exactly,
whatever,
so
that it seems like
it amplifies the job. It's very efficient. It amplifies the job that they're trying to do. So in that case, I do think a lot of people are more. They mention some of these things just the labels are against me. This are just so that. And sometimes maybe it's because they don't believe in themselves as much, and so they need something as a crutch in order to push them forward. That could be it. But then back to that's a side point. Back to the gatekeepers. Is this like objectively? Is this a real thing? Like,
yes, I think it's a real thing.
But is it a real thing to that extent, where like because people make gatekeeping the end all be all. Like once you release a song, if there are gatekeepers or whoever who is at those seats, like unless they approve you, you're not going to make it. The regular Joe who just started making music has nothing to do with that. Even some of the popping guys, they have not reached the stage where gatekeepers are
no, but you
in contact with their
you
art.
do have you as in the
Apart from
Kenyan
radio, obviously.
industry, in any industry, but because we're focusing on ours, there are gatekeepers. When you talk about the people who control what we listen to on radio, for example, right? The people who control what you listen to when you're out clubbing, for example. The people who control what you guys listen to when on streaming platforms.
When you say when you're out clubbing, meaning what the DJs are playing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right? There's gatekeeping every way you look. Right?
But is it that though? Because people make gatekeeping like such a huge thing.
It's a big thing.
I feel like it's not as. Then again, maybe I'm not
Do you
as
think
deep into the
do you-
industry.
No,
but
real talk. Do you think Sophia Nzao is as big as she is today if she went through just like being a big Kenyan artist first and then becoming international?
I don't know how much they planned it, but I think Sofian Zhao stumbled on
Yeah.
something fantastic and has used it to our advantage.
Also, she is very talented, but also she's also very lucky. But also at the end of the day, you also create your own luck. Because
Yeah.
if Sophia doesn't go out of her way to make the sound kits and sell that on whatever platforms she was selling them, Zerb never finds the
Exactly.
the
And-
sample.
And shout out to
makes the
Zerb
song.
too, because if you found
But
that
also
on,
there's
on
an element of luck.
yeah,
there.
yeah, because he was scrolling, or he could have found any other. But there's actually other Kenyan artists who are on
So many.
those platforms.
Kina Idaziz, Kina.
Yeah, they all have their pack. So he would have stumbled on one of those, and that would have been a mwaki. Would it have been mwaki? We don't know, right? So there's that's when you're talking about luck. Like it's lucky. She got lucky, but then now what you do after the luck, how you use your luck is what
I've been
happens.
thinking about the whole luck thing. There's this kid. Okay, this is a bit of a tangent. There's this kid in America. He's called Nitro Camden. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
artist you mentioned in this
He's not an
podcast are
artist.
just
He's
like,
not an artist.
oh,
He's
okay.
a streamer.
That
So
doesn't make
it's
it any
it's
better.
kind of the biggest story like in streaming right now. So basically, he'd been streaming for 7 years. He's only 18, but he'd been streaming for 7
I think I know
years.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he hadn't streamed for like a year, and then he just randomly decides to hop on his stream,
Turn the
right?
camera on.
And he had one viewer, and then these guys. So there's this big streamer called Stable Ronaldo. I know it's crazy. It's a crazy name, but he's called Stable Ronaldo. So him and another guy called
Ronaldo is
Marlon.
actually very unstable. If you see the highlights recently,
He is kind of mentally unstable.
he's looking unstable, man.
But yeah, Stable Ronaldo and another guy called Marlon, they raid his stream just off the strength, and he gets like 10,000 viewers on his page. And then there's a little bit of drama because his mom is upset because he's making noise or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
then
yeah,
she
yeah.
physically
Yeah,
assaults
it was.
him.
That's
on
where I
the
kind of
stream.
caught that story.
Yeah. And then now like it's a huge thing. He gets kicked out of the house. The mom even calls it the police. But it's crazy because it's like child abuse. But anyway, the thing is,
I should be laughing at that.
I know it's not funny, but the thing is, like since then, like so many big streamers have been helping him
Yeah,
out.
and hitting him up and like I saw that. What was
He's
the,
met Speed. Kai Senata's talked about him.
crazy. Someone Agent threw him on a brand deal that he was doing. Like
He
that's
was
just
flown.
fire.
They flew him out to I think Miami or something like that. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
And so now, and then he made $20,000 in one night off of subscriptions.
For an 18-year-old too. That's like
Right? No, but he needed. I mean, he was kicked out of and he's 18, right?
Yeah.
But it just got me
So if
thinking
his
about
mom,
the
if his
the
mom wasn't
large-
mad that day, if she wasn't crazy that day,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have.
That's the new method. People have been saying that's the new method. Have you heard about new method? Like new method is like the new it's like how you say it's the tactics you use to like blow up, right? So the Sofian Zhao method is like it's like the Elsa Majimbo method where you just like bypass all the gatekeepers and just become international. So I'm trying to get the Sofian Zhao method like for myself. But anyway,
The SN.
that whole the SN. So that whole like situation showed me like, bro, like there's a huge element of luck. Because honestly, when you're on Twitch and you just go through the FYP page or whatever it's called,
There's a million of him on there.
yeah, and then you just
million
click
of
on a
him.
random one.
One viewer,
and just click
two
on a random
viewers,
one.
just there.
But
Yeah.
if he hadn't been streaming for 7
Exactly.
years and been doing it for a while, you know what I mean? Like if he hadn't
Damn, he
had
started
all
streaming when he was
those
11.
yeah, if you didn't
Bro,
have
go
all
outside and
those
play.
things in place, right? You never get that opportunity, even
Yeah.
if there's a huge element of luck.
A moving
There.
target. What's the saying? A moving target
Oh no, a stationary.
can't
No,
get hit. No, that's not it.
But I know the one you're saying.
A
Even me, I
stationary
can't say it.
target doesn't hit.
An
What?
object in motion stays in motion. I don't know. Why. Yeah,
That's
obviously.
physics. An object in motion stays in motion.
Inertia.
No, but
I just debunked inertia on the podcast. I just invented inertia, guys.
hey, sorry to break it to you. I know this is a fun moment for you, and this is like you want to use this to
No,
build yourself
actually,
up.
inertia
But
is
there's
an
nothing
object.
debunking about
No,
what you just did.
Inertia is actually an object at rest. Stays at
Let's
rest.
see what you did. You just debunked yourself. You debunked yourself. No, but yeah, if you're not moving like
You have to be constantly
exactly
moving.
for things to find you.
And that's why Sophia Nzao like blew up the way she did. But I will say there is credence to what Odds is saying.
So there's something that
man.
can stop that movement.
There's people who can stop that movement. There's people who make decisions on who gets highlighted on all the playlists that we consume, on which music we listen to on the radio. Who decides all that stuff? There's people behind that. There are gatekeepers. It's a reality.
But then, so when I look at that, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, there's people who are definitely like, okay, want to platform this, want to platform this, we don't want to platform. I don't like this artist. They dubbed me the other day, or I don't like this person's team and stuff. And so we are not going to put you on. And obviously, attention is the currency, right? So the more attention you get, the more opportunities that you will get, right? If you're visible, then you're usable. It
Okay.
doesn't sound great. If you're visible, you're usable, right? But the thing about it is that it's not every time that. See, when we talk about gatekeepers, we almost make it seem like their track record is 100%. Where if they stop something, it's never going to work, or if they platform something, it's always going to work, and that's not true. Just by the nature of music,
But-
like sometimes a gatekeeper will put something on and he'll just perform like a regular song.
But
and-
it's not black and white, because a gatekeeper can not put somebody on, and that could be a big contributing factor as to why they don't blow up. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying that a gatekeeper not doing something is the end all be all, but it is a contributing factor. And I do feel like the powers that be don't want somebody to just come out of obscurity and bypass everything and then just become like an international star, while the people that they are invested in are languishing.
languishing. As someone who believes that they've been gatekept before.
Are you talking about you?
No, but I want to throw it to you. I'm tossing to my fellow artist. How do you think? Like, so let's say you find out, right? Someone typed in.
I've been gatekept before.
Exactly. Someone typed in your email in the CC on the CC rather than and mistakenly you found out that okay, it says down there, do not put Afam song on the playlist, right? And
It's never usually that.
that black and white. No, I'm just saying that for example, right? And you
Yeah.
find out that. Do you think there's anything you can do as an artist? Do you just how do you move? Do you keep pushing?
You just have to get it out the
let's say
mud.
this is
You have to
someone
get it
who's
out the
like
mud.
at the top. Like let's say you work for a label,
Yeah.
and the person at the head of the label, they said, "What's up to you?" And yo, bro, go get me a coffee. And you're like, "No, I'm not getting your coffee. I need to head to the studio." And then they're like, "All right, cool. We're not platforming your things." And then you find that out. Is there something else you can do as an artist? Because I feel like we keep talking about gatekeepers, but then what about people who have actively faced gatekeeping? And that is not the majority of artists.
Unfortunately, though, there are some people who hold so much power that there's nothing you can do about
you
it.
think the careers that have died just because of that?
Yeah, 100%. Being
That's
blackballed
wild.
is a reality. But then I will say,
Why are people
when
evil?
it comes to the Kenyan music industry, though, I don't know that there's people who have that much power.
Some artists deserve gatekeeping, deserve to be gatekept.
Care to share any names?
I'm not going to share names, but there's some music that I've listened to. I'm like, no, someone should have said that this one is not being platformed. I don't know why this one made it through.
I feel like Sam would be the worst, like music exec. No, I'm joking. But
I would
yeah,
be the best.
But it's true. It's
I
true.
would
There,
be the best.
there are some people who hold that much power. But anyway, to each their
Shout
own.
out to Sophia, man. I mean, yo, Sophia, I'm excited for that song, man. That's a huge look too. Dang, I'm trying to see where like what is, because artists have their tops. Like, what's the top for her?
What?
For Sophia, like how high does she go? Because Chloe Bailey is a dope artist, but then there's obviously people above that.
The sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, I just want to see it, man. Shout out to her, man.
I think Sophia. So for me, I want to see Sophia with. Didn't she have something with Martin Garrix or no?
Was it Martin Garrix? It was one of those like legacy DJs.
No, I know they didn't drop music, but I feel like Martin Garrix had her on his radar or something.
I think
Like
Don
wanted
Diablo
to
as well.
work with. Yeah. For me, if she gets a joint with Martin Garrix,
Yeah, that's
she's
your guy.
out of here, man. Like,
No, Sophia's great,
done,
man. Sophia's
done.
great. Sophia's great.
So I was still scrolling through Twitter, and I saw this guy. So you know the famous tweet of Jonah Hill doing this, like, and it's not tweet, but like it's a meme, and
Like
everybody.
Mapangale.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a flag on me. That's my fault. Sorry, carry on.
Anyway, so somebody says y'all hyping Kenyan music too much, bwana. and then so a bunch of people obviously reacted negatively to that, because that's a horrible thing to say.
Especially now in this time period that within the whole Play K movement, you can't say that. That's like a curse word. You can't do that.
But it is a curse word.
That's a slur.
But then there is somebody who commented and said, you guys are cooking him, but there is truth to it. There are good Kenyan musicians. You all call them upcoming. Most popular songs are trash. In fact, our music scene isn't getting better with the Gen Zs. Millennials are carrying the industry on their back, and the more they retire, the worse it gets. Okay, one, I disagree with everything these people are saying. But then I did find it interesting, the whole point about millennials carrying the industry. And I wanted to know if that's factual or if that's like
It might.
yes.
Well, when you say carrying the industry, what do we mean? I guess we should determine that.
The people who are like actively doing things that are positive for the
The one
industry,
that have the most motion.
getting the most like visibility towards the Kenyan industry.
Yeah.
Is it just millennials?
Is that separate from?
And why is there such a huge like war between millennials? Can't we all just be friends?
Can we get rid of those words? I'm tired of hearing
It's
Gen
so
Z.
annoying.
I'm tired of hearing Gen Alpha, CG, baby boomers. I'm tired of all of that.
Baby bloomers. I'm tired.
Yeah, like it's.
I'm tired of the
that was
wars.
cool. That had its use during the what do you call it?
Pandemic.
Yeah, not the pandemic. No, the thing we just had.
Oh, the
Not just.
Mandamano.
Yes, not just. That sort of had its use, but then it's starting like for some reason now that's the new identifier. It's ridiculous. We need to stop that.
But
anyway, back to
are
the topic.
millennials carrying the music industry on their backs or no?
Or no? It sounds so pissed. I would say most of the people who have like a lot of motion, in terms of the industry, a lot older. It's not like the younger people. And I was saying that the younger people are more experimenting.
And that's what the industry needs. The industry needs people who are taking risks.
Yeah, but the industry, I don't think the industry can. I don't think risks is a good foundation for whatever for the thing that we have been building since. I would like to say like this is a new rebuild. Because when you had like the older artists,
But being too conservative just makes things boring and stale.
I know, but stable.
And
but it makes it
that's
stable though.
But Ronaldo.
Unstable Ronaldo.
No, but that's
It makes
where
it stable.
an element of gatekeeping arises.
How so?
Because I feel like the old guard always want to just like keep hold of y'all's attention. They just want to keep hold of
But
everything.
it's not just for. There's a reason behind it because attention translates into I was gonna say dollar signs, shilling signs, shillings, K shillings. Attention translates into money, and so the more attention you have, the more you can monetize that attention.
Do you think so from this person's perspective, do you think millennials supposedly carrying the music industry is that because millennials are good at making music, or is it because millennials now are the people who make all the decisions and have the most power and the most say so as to what, because millennials right now are the gatekeepers, especially like older millennials. They're the new gatekeepers now.
Yeah,
Do you think that's the reason?
possibly. I think it's stability, man. I feel like if
Stability AI.
why did that come up?
I'm sorry.
Focus, man. Do you have ADHD? Just focus.
Focus. Look what a hot body can do.
You have ADHD. We've decided it. We just decided. I think stability is very useful because if you get rid of the position where millennials hold, right, that age group sort of, and we just throw it to the kids. The kids, I feel like, are doing completely just different things, which is great. I think it's fantastic. I think it's what adds color to the industry, right? But then if you take away, like, because the millennials are functioning off what was built by the guys before, what was built by Wahuenam, Nameless, all those guys, right? I just named one family, actually. There's more of them. What was built by them, Ogopa DJ, sorry, and that whole crew. We're sort of seeing rather I think we're sort of seeing the millennials, that word is so hard, are coming off that. The kids are doing what they're doing, apart from Lil Minor, who is like tapping into that sound. The kids are doing something completely different. And I feel like there needs to be some sort of progression. Now, at some point, we need to abandon the old stuff and like embrace the new, right? But we can't just jump into it immediately. Does that make sense?
But what's immediate about this? Like, listen, the urban tone wave has come and go. Like, I think it's been gradual as well. Like this whole Gen Z era of music, and I don't think it's been bad. Essentially, this person is kind of saying that the Gen Zs aren't like doing well.
They're not. I mean,
Like
that's the undertone. It's like
the
they're
music that
they're
they're
not making good
making
music
is
yet.
not good.
Exactly, and that's subjective. I think that might be a person with millennial taste, honestly, because a person with more
Millennial taste.
yeah, a person with more current taste would probably have a different opinion on that. I think it's stability, man. I feel like, and let's not do that. I think there's artists, millennials, Sofian Zao being one of them, who are making like really great music and making strides in terms of the industry. So we can't say that. Where Kenya is in terms of music, I think there's almost every side you look, there's a possibility. There's a possibility for the younger kids. There's a possibility for the older kids. There's a possibility for collaboration. There's a possibility for thriving within the Kenyan space. And there's a possibility for thriving outside of the Kenyan space. Like it's just, I think we're at a very, very good place in terms of the industry and music.
Yeah.
And so we can't.
The boring
box it
answer
into
is
a
that
box.
we all just have to work together to build this industry. It's so boring.
So kumbaya, yak.
It is, but like, yo, listen.
Hold hands.
There's a time I used to go about making music in my whole millennial. I always had this like thing where I was like, I'd never sample, I'd never use loops, I'd never do this. And then Gen Zs. This is the thing about Gen Zs. Okay, I'm not gonna say y'all are lazy, but you all take the shortest path between
To
things.
freedom, yeah.
And I met a bunch of Gen Z producers. They were using hella loops. And those shits were tough. They were hard. And then at that point, I had to change my whole perspective on production.
Yeah.
I had to be like, yo, you know what? Let me embrace what Gen Z producers are doing and mix it with my millennial ideals and come up with something dope.
Which are millennial ideals?
Oh, I'm going to create this like all on my own. Like I'm just going to do this. I'm going to work hard to make the chords and make the melodies and then do this and that. I'm going to get this out the mud. You know what I mean? By myself.
Over reasoning and overthinking. Yeah?
Right?
That's the millennial ideals.
But
Struggling
nah.
with that word
But it
today,
also
it's
comes
crazy.
from lack. I feel like we didn't have as much resource. You know what I mean? Like we did when we started making beats. How many people were making loops?
Not many.
Not many. You know what I mean? So we also
Not many.
just operated based off of our scarcity. I'm beginning to sound like the old people who are like, yo, we walked to school like 10 miles.
We fought through. We fought bears and lions to get to school. That's ridiculous. No, you didn't.
But anyway, what else is
It was
happening
a nice
in the
brisk walk.
in the world of Kenyan music?
Yeah. More serious news. I guess this is just an update. I've decided just to be updating about this stuff. But then recently, of course, we've had the whole talk about camp and them their chain being snatched by Kekobo. And so now there's some gang activity going on.
Gang activity.
Now there's gang activity going on. Now
Goons.
I wouldn't say goons. What do you call positive goons?
Noogs. That sounds bad. I take that back.
Say noogs.
That's horrible.
I feel like
take
somewhere in
that
the
back.
world that would be an insult.
No, that is an insult. And I take it back.
Yeah, take that back, man. That's crazy. No, but then there's some positive gang activity happening, and so of course the brief history, the history, or rather the short recent history, camp being, Kekobo came out. You know what? It's like Kekobo accused them of misappropriating funds. It's like this is like when your girlfriend is like, not your girlfriend obviously, like when your girl just
Thanks for that.
yeah, I'm saving you. When just in the air, anyone's girl, whoever's girl, when your girl accuses you of cheating and it's like, yo, I have you been cheating on me? Then you're like, no. Where's your proof? So like, I saw it in a dream. So Kekobo essentially saw.
Wait.
Kekobo essentially allegedly saw it in a dream that camp were misusing funds, and so they.
What do you mean by that?
They imagined them doing something bad with no proof. Do you
Oh,
understand
okay,
what I'm
what
saying?
actually happened? Like, did they project like, oh, you guys, if you guys go at the rate you're going, you will steal some funds?
No, this is recently. No, remember recently they said that.
Yes, I'm saying, but are you saying the reason behind them pausing the right for camp
No. From what they said, the reason for them pausing it is
because they were mishandling
yes,
the
they alleged that they mishandled
70%.
without giving proof
Oh, the
that they
30%.
did. Yeah, without giving proof that they did. So essentially, that's what it was. And so of course, Camp has fought back against it. Reich came and talked. A lot of people have talked on it, saying that no, this is crazy. Why are you guys doing this? And so now it gets crazier because, and I'll just read a couple of points. Actually, no, I won't read a couple of points because it's a whole thing. But then, essentially, what has happened is a couple of other people have now backed backed Camp.
Camp, okay.
Yeah, in terms of saying, and basically their major points is that if you're going to allege something, you have to provide evidence. That's number one. Number two, you guys can't just be going around doing like what Reich said. You can't go around just
It's a power trip.
wielding power. You know, we have authority, so we're going to do whatever we want for our own personal gain, right? And so now it's important because the people who have backed Camp are there's a couple of names. Cosbots, you don't know who they are. UPRS, Riza, Sampra, we know. Chocolate City Music, we also know, have actually come out and spoken for Camp and been like, hey, listen, we're on Camp's side in this whole thing. And if something is about to go wrong, I mean, if you guys think there's something wrong, let's see proof of it. Now, this is interesting because I'm trying to figure out how Kekobo moves from here. Because now it's no longer just he said, she said. Now there's actually like, now you guys have been fighting for a while. Now all the what do you call, the people have come out of their rooms. Their rooms their houses in the estate, and they're actually now gathering around the fight. And it will be harder for accusations like that to fly without any kind of proof. So this, like, I feel like this is a positive thing.
All they're gonna do is be like, you know what, how bad. You know, you guys can carry on, but then it's been how many months of them, like, who knows what they're doing with the funds that they
We know what they're
withheld
doing. We
for
know what
like
they're
the
doing.
past 3 months.
We know what they're doing with the funds.
Yeah.
We know exactly what they're doing with the funds. When I was looking at this news, right, because it's not like a major news, it's just like we're just seeing like the progression of it. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, why do you think we've not seen a lot of, because we keep saying it, but then we've not seen a lot of push from artists in terms of taking control of, like, or rather, like, all we see is the CMOs fighting within themselves. Like,
That's a great.
I've not seen a lot of artists like actually go up. Do you think that maybe we're just tired? You guys are tired? Or what is it? Because I would think that artists would be more.
There's a lot
involved.
of apathy, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's because artists have been so out of the loop for so many years when it comes to like our royalties.
So they don't feel like it's their fight.
Yeah, 'cause it's like I feel like if we as artists were benefiting from our royalty collection organizations, and then it stopped or it started being mismanaged,
Yeah.
there'd be so much more outrage over that. But because historically it's always been shit, it's like a non. It's just not in our conscious to fight for it. Because we've never seen it being positive. We've never seen our royalty collection system in a positive light.
That's true.
Which
yeah.
is, it's
because
kind of
all
like,
we get are like tweets and maybe like a little
Yeah.
rant or like a short
it's
video
because
rant on
we don't-
Instagram or something. We
I
don't
think it's
see
because artists don't really
like
know.
a movement behind it.
It's because artists don't really know what's being taken from them.
Yeah, that's true.
They've never felt the positive impact that
That's true.
getting royalties could have.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is very
a
sad,
lot of
actually.
a lot of artists want to live off their music. Some of them probably can. But then,
Oh, that's crazy,
Yeah, some of
man.
them probably can. Of course, it's not that many, right? Because we're still in a place where we're growing.
But
But then,
artists, sorry to interrupt,
Go ahead.
but the biggest telltale sign that our industry actually generates money that's worthwhile is just by seeing how
They're
much
fighting over
they
it.
fight over
Yep.
over the royalties.
yeah, they wouldn't be fighting over nothing.
If they
honestly.
wouldn't be fighting this much over nothing, like Sam said. I just
Yeah.
echoed your words.
Yeah.
How do we get people invested?
It's up to artists. I feel like the moment they get involved, like we see a lot of people are on Camp's side, obviously, right, in this whole thing, right. It seems like they're on the right path. I feel like when more artists get involved, there's a bigger it's a bigger entity going up against the Okay, cool. Do we really think that if artists, and I don't want to make it seem like bad, but then if artists actually like demand, okay, let me frame it differently. If artists demand for accountability and the proper utilization of the money that they have already made,
Yeah.
do we really think that the people who are in charge of it are like, of course, when you look at politics, it's harder to go about it like that. But then for music, is it going to turn out the same way? We feel like if we do fight against this and go against this, like there'll be no positive effects of it.
So I
we
think-
were powerless essentially.
So it's hard. We have to hit them where it hurts, essentially, right? So like when you look at corporate culture, well, I don't even know
That's like
much
chapter
about
5 on the art of war.
I don't even know like corporate culture much, but like this is why the higher ups always hate unions, for example, because like when people unionize and they have that block of power,
Yeah.
and they say, "Yo, you know what? For the next week, we're not coming to work, or until you guys like raise our wages or
But as you can
whatever."
say, we're not releasing music.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's already music
So that's
out.
what I'm saying. It's so difficult for the creative scene because if people say we're not releasing music,
Yeah, we have,
then,
like,
sir,
years already of
we'll
your
just
music.
rely on the old
Exactly.
catalog.
Yeah.
So now
They're already relying on the old
so
catalog.
that's what
anyways.
I'm trying to figure out. How can we, as artists, hit them where it hurts?
Yeah, and what's the important angle to go out against?
And
For
genuinely,
lasting
I
change.
don't have the answer to that because I think it's all to do with the flow of revenue from all this. Unless all of us decide to unionize in some way, and then an individual says, okay, because for me personally, the reason why I also have a lot of apathy towards this whole CMO thing is because I would rather collect all my royalties via different organizations, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the moment somebody decides, yo, I'm going to show everyone how to collect royalties and bypass the Kenyan system, that's when they're going to be like, yo, you can't do that.
True.
This is whatever.
True.
And I think that's the only way. The only way would be to like convince each and every Kenyan,
sew up those pockets
Yeah.
so that nothing goes in there.
or just convince each and every Kenyan, because it's not illegal to do so, to make sure that their publishing and their master royalties are being collected via different entities. That's the only way. That's the only way to keep these people accountable, because the only way is to stop
The moment they're in charge, the
money
moment they're in
coming through.
control of it, then there's not much you will be able to do as the artist.
So
the
that's-
moment you
that-
take
that's-
control of your
Yeah.
So that education is important, man. And when we talk about royalties, and just quick to wrap this up, when we talk about royalties, a lot of people just think, oh, it's just the Spotify money. That's essentially what people hear when they see royalties. But if you really look into it, there's many different sides, and there's a lot of money that's left on the table when people are collecting their royalties, because they're not properly registered and things like that. And that's why I like what Reich is doing in terms of just one, awareness, but then also trying to get themselves into a position where they're part of like collecting more than just what the general people think is there to be collected, like in terms of Spotify money and or YouTube ad revenue and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I think just the point of all of this is, I think I don't know why, but artists, there needs to be some momentum building now in terms of this, or this is going to go on forever. And the more this goes on, the more of your money is being spent on vacations and flying whoever out. So
Flying whoever out
yeah, whoever out. Let's
on
get
the
into new
back
music.
of your money, man. Anyway,
That's
let's get
crazy
into
too.
new money.
Don't use
new
my-
money, new music.
Don't use my money to go fly out. That someone doesn't
The
even care about
paintings,
you.
the
Though.
lang things. Imagine our royalty money has been used, to fly.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild.
All right, new music, man.
That's wild.
Capitani dropped a new video, New Gears. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it now.
Okay, so he released a new song, New Gears.
Oh no, yeah, I did. I saw
It's
I saw
not,
that.
for me personally, I'm just like, I feel like it's too soon after Kitemeo. And I don't know.
I did think that, now that you bring it up, I did think that, I was like, oh, he's dropping already.
But I do get it though, because you know Kitemeo had a lot of issues in the.
But they pieced it up. So this is like now that they've pieced that up, because that was visibility, more visibility for the song. But then now that you've pieced that up, like I would think that both of you now will now go hard, or whoever, if he's not going to get help. But then you guys will now go hard in terms of just making this, giving the song more legs. But then you drop that, and then I mean, hey, maybe that's what
and
they
now
think
it's
that's
at
good.
1.2 million views on
YouTube.
YouTube because it's back up. I don't know. I feel like it's too soon.
Yeah.
In more Capitani news, I guess they released the Toxic Lyrically also released the song Bingo Yakarao with Marugwash, and they
Hongo
used
Yakarao.
Hongo. Sorry.
Yeah. Bingo. What's bingo? Where did you see that? It's all good, bro.
my thing
So it's
autocorrected it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so
let's put
annoying.
that on an autocorrect.
That's so embarrassing, guys. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is bingo? I mean, the hook was by Mauru Gouache, and they did the unbogable flip.
Okay, can we have a conversation?
It's hard to do an unbogable flip,
You can't replicate the
but I
unbogable
don't think
energy.
But I don't think that's the like
No,
motivation.
but no. I'm just. But when we're talking about people redoing songs, do you think that energy should be matched, or are people just have license? And when I say redoing songs, I don't mean sampling. I mean like essentially what they did was remake the song. The flows were at least the hook, the flow and everything was kind of similar. Of course, the beat is pretty similar. It's difficult to pull that off because there's a specific energy with Unbogable that you possibly couldn't pull off today. So it's always a big risk in terms of doing that. I'm not mad at it. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm going to listen to it, right? But then it's just very difficult.
I agree. It's difficult. It's difficult to replicate what
PC
unbogable
all
was.
right.
Why am I being PC?
Okay.
Because I don't mind the song. I think the thing about that song that I like the least is the hook by Mauru Gouache.
Okay, yeah.
But like Toxic Lyrically and Capitani was spitting.
As they would. They're really they're going to go crazy. But no, yeah, I think just doing something like that is very difficult. And we've seen a couple of people do it recently, but doing something is going to be difficult to replicate that same energy. So if you're doing it, you have to do it right. I love the song though.
Yeah, then I listened to the project on my own, Let Them Know by Njerai. First song was
Tupac.
featuring Casey.
Yeah. Enjoy Casey's verse on that.
Yeah,
That was
I
nice.
really did actually. And him just like incorporating Kiswahili into his like verse. I mean, for somebody who's grown up in the States for most of his life, it's dope, I guess.
It's cool.
And then I also listened to the project Forever to Never by Charisma. I think the song Forever to Never was really good. I also actually, despite what a bunch of people have been saying, I like the song Perspirate. I didn't think it was bad. I will say, however, I think Charisma, the one thing about, and I guess this is because of my sound engineer ear, is just the mixing that needs a little bit of like tweaking. Because there was one, I think it's the first song where I was just like, the sibilance was crazy. I had to like, I was just like, But aside from that,
I think
also,
a lot of people don't. Sorry to interrupt.
I don't
but
people
I think
care
a lot.
about
Yeah, a
that
lot of
stuff.
people. Not that they don't. Yeah, they don't care. But then also they've not. They people are listening to music on their phones, or they're listening to music at
So they
events
won't
where
hear all
it's
that
more.
stuff.
It's very controlled, or they're listening to it
And
on earphones that are not
I
necessarily.
listen with my studio headphones.
Yeah, see, that's where you go wrong. Because then you're going to
Yeah.
hear everything.
But artists, I want you guys to know that I care.
Afam cares. He also collaborated with Zaituni. I really on Jaribu. Zaituni's part was also really nice on that. Yeah, I liked the project. Like I said, Forever to Never would be my favorite. It would be my favorite song. This is just my opinion. Not opinion, just a preference. Like I would have liked that to be like a song. Like I like how Charisma came in and just the vibe, how he was smooth on it. I kind of feel like it was the song took a different direction. Like if it would have been really cool if this was just like an actual like a proper song. But then shout out to him, shout out to Goofy as well. It's cool to see that kind of
Yes,
collaboration
sir.
on tracks. So
I'm just gonna say like a few more songs I listened to. Siko Isa by Mad G. I love the beat. It's actually a vibe
that's
to
a good
listen to.
yeah.
I also listened to Bumper by Femi One. Did you watch the video? The video
No.
is tough. They've been doing a bunch of promos, like Boyna, Ujo, Femi One doing promo. It's crazy.
Okay.
And then I listened to Tetemesha by Lil Minor. I mean, he's releasing a 2-pack called Before Genge. And he's really trying to like
Stepping into that sound.
embody the Genge sound.
Yeah.
Now, this song Tetemesha, so I did a video of it on TikTok. I usually do TikToks where I'm hyping music up, and it's gotten a bunch of mixed reviews. A lot of people seem frustrated that Lil Minor isn't like, it's like they feel like he's just doing an old sound instead of innovating.
Yeah.
But is there anything that's really new under the sun?
Well, I mean, we shouldn't be too talk out of both sides about because we talk about championing
Gen Zs and
new music and new sounds and that,
Yeah, but
then
it's
now
not
when
like
you go
it's
back
not-
and say, okay, when someone
But-
is tapping into an older sound, like that's
but
that's fine
it's like
as
an
well.
older sound but with new production, new whatever. So it's like blending the two. So it's not like complete just like biting the old sound.
Yeah.
There's still innovation there.
I think people are too opinionated. It's fine.
He says as he has a Kenyan music industry podcast.
This episode has just been opinions actually. No, but yeah. I mean, if not everyone is going to do the new thing. Like there's people who
Yeah.
are going to spread evenly across. There's people who
Yeah.
are going to be doing the new stuff and bringing in like a new flavor and all of that. And there's also other people who are going to be anchoring like what was there before and giving it a new life. So that's fine.
The last
Guys
song
are just hating.
guys are hating. The last song I'm going to shout out is actually a song that came out a while ago, but the video came out recently. It's called Kistushde by Mello and Moti the NRG. Mello used to go by Mello with AP, but he goes by Mello now. Really dope. Really dope to see how far Mello has come. Yeah, man. Just keep going, bro. I think Mello is really hard.
Dope.
It's more on that like dance hall because that's the big sound right now.
Yeah.
So
It's funny. It's funny how sounds just
I know everything. It's
it just keeps going
cyclical.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last thing I'll shout out.
I mentioned a couple of joints. Actually, I'll start with just other stuff, then I'll get into our Un's watch. Red Sun. Speaking of old song, Red Sun released a song called "Kenya Is Home." It's cool, pro Kenya song. Dydda released Wisemen. I'm just a big fan of Dydda, and he stopped doing like the that he used to do before, but then he still has like a unique. I know you have no idea what I was talking about. Did you ever listen to Dydda? I just saw your face. I just saw your face. He was just like, yeah, sure. Anyway,
I know
people
you and Patrobas.
people
Like,
know Dydda for what he like. He had
and
like a specific
Patrobas.
sound. But it's cool too.
it's Christian rap, right?
Yeah, Dydda is like he's a gospel rapper. Bring back gospel rap, yo. Bring back gospel
Bring it back,
rap.
guys.
Bring back.
Your gospel rap, man.
so unbelievable. You don't believe yourself at all. Gospel rap, man. Okay.
Why you gatekeeping gospel rap?
I'm not gatekeeping. I'm actually trying to ungatekeep.
Yeah,
gospel
could you
rap.
please introduce me to more?
Okay, I will. When I bet.
Thank you.
Bet. MK64 released a song called Winning. I like that one. It's very interesting. It's not Afam's type of music. Afam doesn't like songs that like it's like the road wave type.
It's inspirational.
It's inspirational music, man. It's called Winning. It's inspirational music. Afam hates that kind of stuff. He yeah. I won't do too much on that.
That's why I make music in minor.
That's true, actually. Why, bro? You just
I
heal.
always make music
If you go
in
for
minor.
therapy session, will you come out making music in major?
No.
So you're unhealable. Saru and Sean MMG released Waza
Waza,
Waza.
Waza.
That was fire. Like that. I like a song called Idol by OS Breezy and Prince Wasabi. Two very fire names.
Oh, I feel like I should be doing gang signs.
Please don't. Please don't do gang signs. Yeah, it's just a song called Idol. I really like that. And then also I think Squeezy by Jody Fenetto and Guan
More gang sign
Riget.
music.
Yeah, that's also drill music. So shout out to them. I listen to that. Now for the Un's watch. So actually, no. Before that, speaking of Stacey Kamatu, so she's part of like a band thing back where she
Formed a band.
yeah,
We
part
formed
of
a
a band
band.
called Hilltop Music. So they released a song. It's called About Time, featuring Newa, Brie Lake, and Hilltop Music. That was really cool. So shout out to her for dropping that or for being on it. She did well. And yeah, now to the Un's watch. So K-Rob and Aluta Soul released. Let me get this right. Abonondaba. That was very cool. Rex Stax and Idaziz released
Speaking of-
Wacha.
There was a conversation on Twitter about Kenyan producers using. I know that's not a splice loop.
Yeah,
But-
no, that's okay. Yeah.
Huh?
No, I'm saying yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but there was
very
there was a
collaboration.
there was a whole conversation about house and uns producers not relying on Kenyan vocalists and just
Going on.
outsourcing or using splice loops. And a bunch of people were outraged about it. I'm not saying that's about K-Rob's
No,
job.
yeah. No, we know
I'm
K-Rob
just,
to
saying,
work
I'm
with
just saying,
people.
it just reminded me that's another conversation to be had.
Yeah, we'll have that one day. I think it's a really good. We can save that for another part. I think it's a very good convo to be had, especially like with the depth of success that we've had on either side. You know, like with Sophie and Zhao, and then like guys like Idaziz and Nesbru who are actually like recording and putting out music. So, Idaziz and Rex Stax Watcher, Kamushes as well dropped Mau Summit. So shout out to him. Sends. Shout out to Sends. Wandat and El Harry. I think that's how I pronounce it. The release. And forgive me. Ngiyazi Sola. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Implies the existence of a receives. I want to be a receives. A lot of money. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Anyway, yes. And among others. So, I mean, there's a lot of music that was released. Go check it out. Support your artists. Support your favorite artists. And
What are we trying to play for the end of
this
the podcast?
week, we are doing an Unts track as well. It's very long. I don't know if we play the whole thing.
Will we play the podcast edit?
Yes. A 30% podcast edit.
I think we should.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, the pod is long already. Shout out to CheffK. I think CheffK is one of the producer DJs who is having a little bit of motion. And he's been releasing recently. He recently released a project with Sersky. Fantastic project. I think that was really good. And now he's come back with Abuela. Shout out to CheffK,
Abuela.
man. Yeah.
I'm just doing your ad libs.
Thank you.
I'm like, take off.
You're completely
RIP
off it.
take
You're
off.
completely off it today. Yeah? We should wrap this up, right? We're wrapping this up immediately. So CheffK released Abuela. I mean, it's just a good song. Shout out to him. He's got a little bit of motion, man. And anywhere you see CheffK's name on a DJ set, possibly should buy some tickets. His sets are pretty good. Shout out to all the DJs as well, man. I forgot to mention. I probably mentioned in the other pod, man. I had my first DJ learning session, this past week.
Congratulations.
So DJing is not easy. Support your DJs.
Or you're just like, listen.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. It was my first session, so maybe I'll get better. But anyway, this week we're going to CheffK and his song called Abuela. Hope you guys enjoy that and all the music that has been released. Shout out to you. And shout out to everyone supporting.
Shout out to you guys.
Yep.
And yeah, man, that's another episode of the 30% podcast down the can. If you guys are new here, kindly subscribe to our YouTube and click on that notification bell. But actually, more importantly than both of those things, if you feel compelled to comment on what we are talking about and just kind of like further the conversation along.
Or disagree.
Disagree with us. Agree with us.
Yep.
Offer more context. Say, hey, why didn't you guys talk about this specific thing? Because Sam and I we're not the end all be all of Kenyan music knowledge. We are learning.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Like a drop in the water in this whole Play KE movement
We're
thing.
actually literally just trying to add to the conversation or spark conversation. So you guys are highly welcome to do so. If you're new here, you might not know, but I like to end the podcast with the 3 C's, which is a mantra that I devised for myself to kind of help me in my creative journey. The first C being confidence. Always be confident in your work, because if you're not confident in your work, who's going to be confident for you? You have to be confident in that shit. The second C being consistency, which in my opinion is better than talent. The people who stay doing one thing and they're doing it for years and years. I know maybe this is a millennial / Gen X kind of way of approaching things, but it does work. Being talented is not good enough. The people who stay doing something, those are the people who eventually set themselves up for success. And the last C is craft. Always work on your craft. Every day spare 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day doing the thing or perfecting the thing that you are interested in. For me, it's music. And so I watch tutorials. I read something new about the music industry that I didn't know. And yeah, I think that contributes greatly.
It does. Do all those things.
Do all those things. Sam?
Bye. See you guys on the next episode.
So
man.
long and farewell. See you guys on episode 197.
7. Yep.